Yo, what's good, man? It's Just Kid Tay back on another episode of Just Kid TV. Make sure to like, share, subscribe button, post bell notification, YouTube. We are in a safe and controlled environment. No ammunition. Live ammunition is inside of the firearm. We are clear. Yeah, man, we here today to talk about the post range footage and report for the Pioneer Arms. Whatever you may know about, man. You may know about Hellpuppy. You may know about Hellpup. Uh, yeah, whatever you may know about Pack. Pioneer Arms, man. 8.25 inch mini Draco clone. Hopefully they come out with a micro clone or a killer. No pun intended. But yeah, man, it worked great, man. I did have two malfunctions out of one of these 20-round magazines. It probably was three, though. I think I had three malfunctions. But for sure, two consecutive malfunctions came out of one of these magazines. So now I got to go through that whole vetting process. But it probably wasn't none. I don't know. It was like a failure to. I don't know if the bullet hadn't got, because I think I only had like probably three more rounds left, 3 or 4 more rounds left, and somewhere along the line, it didn't chamber. It was stuck back like this, so it was probably a bolt over brass, and all I had to do was give it a little, a little clearance, and just let it go back home, and then yeah, it was back in the game. I was blessed enough to meet a guy with two Dracos. He had a micro, Romanian, of course, and he had a mini Visca, American made AK, also made in Georgia, I believe. He had muzzle brakes on both of them. The mini was a J-Mac 3 3 exit or however, I don't know how you put that stuff. He had that, the J-Mac, and then he had a tank on the micro. Now, warning, before you buy a muzzle brake for a short barrel AK, just understand, I think it's only made for the range. The muzzle brakes for AK, I think that's a range too, man. When I say that thing was so loud, bro, if you go into the range, first off, you go into the range and you shooting rifles indoor, y'all. On top of having ear protection, some solid ear protection, you gotta double up. You gotta double up on the ear protection, man. So if you ain't got these, any type of second layer of defense for your ears, hang it up, bro. Just go shoot the handguns. Trust me, cause you trying to shoot that AK with that muzzle, with that J-Mac. I'm gonna say specific, that J-Mac muzzle brake and that tank muzzle brake, man, you gonna blow your ears out. And God forbid, for whatever reason, you done got into a situation and you got to stand beside, someone that actually exchanged fire with one of your, with ops or whatever the hell it is, intruders, whatever. God forbid, you got to stand on side somebody and they shooting that, man. When I tell you, the flash off that thing is like Dragon Ball Z. I'm talking about, boy, Pokemon. That J-Mac and that tank muzzle break out them AKs, boy, that damn thing, Pokemon, bruh. Pikachu. I'm talking about, it was two. Man, it was in the daytime. That's all I can say, and it was still crazy flash. So at nighttime, you're giving away your position with that muzzle brake. You already gonna give it away because it's a short barrel, PDW or whatever, however you want to put it. So that flash, it's gonna give you away. First off, the concussion is gonna disorientate you. Second off, so yeah, that's why I say them muzzle brakes on AKs, them for ranges. That's for the range. That's for like assault. That's why the AK is kind of synonymous with like terrorists, I guess you can say. Shit. even though they ain't the only people who use that, these are more so like ambush guns. You know, if I run up on you and you in a car and I go to dumping this, you ain't even gonna be able to see to even like react to what's going on. You're not gonna be able to see. I guarantee you're not gonna be able to react or even just see what's going on. You're just gonna see them flashes. So that's a pro. If you're ambushing somebody, yeah, but shit, if you just trying to defend yourself and it's like you just, you gotta, mutual combat, you gotta, exchange gunfire for whatever reason. Man, you gonna blind yourself with that AK at nighttime, especially with one of them muzzle brakes. I believe you're gonna blind yourself, and yeah, you know, just as loud as the person who you shooting at gonna hear, it's gonna be just as loud for you. Now it was weird. When I was shooting it, it kinda didn't feel that loud. But like behind, bro, right on side, bro, man, I felt that in the next life and I ain't even die yet. You feel me? But man, the muzzle brakes, I'm gonna stick to this, the crank off, OEM, you know what I'm saying, AK-74U type crank muzzle device. It's just a blast diverter. It's gonna divert all that blast pressure and powder is going straight down range. It ain't going up on the side of me, down. It's going straight down range. My optic, it stayed clear. I didn't get any type of, really no type of fouling on the optic. Even the light didn't even really get that much fouling, honestly, y'all. So I don't know, man. This might be one of your best options for AK, the Pioneer Arms Hellpuppy or Hellpup Core, whatever you may know it by. This might be your best option. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Century Arms. They finally started they didn't permanently, give that option or discontinue the other ones, but now they're giving you a pick rail adapter on the micro and the mini and the full size Century Arms AK. So that's appreciative. Like, this is actually needed. I mean, even to put a sling on it, like, that's really why I had to buy it. Like, even if I'm not going to put a brace on it, whatever, stock, whatever, it's for a sling. Like, I'm gonna mount the sling up there. But man, the handguard, it did get hot. Yeah, it wasn't uncomfortably hot, but it did get hot. So I eventually, just instructed the other people who were shooting it, grab that angled forward grip. It's there for a reason. Like, people like, oh man, you adding too much. No, I'm not. Because when you put that FRT in there, and for whatever reason, you dump that 30 round mag instantly in 2.8 seconds, trust me, you not finna grab that. You not finna, unless you got wood. And bro did have wood on his mini, and I actually love the way that wood felt, man. That's a Visca. That's the one that people like to trash a lot. That's the American-made AK. I liked it. That wood felt perfect. Now, I'm not sure about other, like, I don't know. And it felt like, it didn't feel like thin. You see how the profile of this is thin? Like, it's a very streamlined profile. Y'all know how like the micro Draco feel? Like, you got that wide, you know what I'm saying, wood grip. That's kind of how the mini felt. And I don't really remember the minis feeling like that. So I think it's a Visca thing. So if you're going to get a mini, you probably want to get the Visca mini. Because I felt the regular mini and the regular, I don't know. It's something about the regular mini. It just feel off. Whenever I hold that hand, it's like something off about it. But the Visca, oh my God, it felt perfect, bro. It felt perfect. So if you want to get a Draco specific, I'm going to probably say go with the mini and not the micro. But that's just me, though. You might want the micro. I like the micro, but the mini, it's small enough, in my opinion. Like, I could fit this in a bag. Like, even with even with the brace or whatever on it, the stock or whatever, I can fit this in a bag, bro. Like, And then, you know, the micro is even smaller. So I know that's why, you know, a lot of people prefer the micro because it's even smaller. Well, it's not really that much smaller. Let's go back to what a micro Draco is. A micro Draco, I mean, it got the hand guard on it, of course, but a micro Draco is this without that muzzle brake on it. That's a micro Draco. This is the same barrel length actually as a micro Draco. Micro Draco is a 7.25, I believe, y'all. This is the same, except now you got this extension on it, would make it like a 8.25. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me? So yeah, man. Same size as, you know, like this a regular Adidas bag, like, you know what I'm saying? Same size, able to fit in there. Like I said, I only had 3 malfunctions. I'm chalking that up. That's one thing about me. Shout out my dog C5. That's one thing about me. Like, now I ain't gonna say I can go through 100 malfunctions with no gun. I'm not doing that. And honestly, I never really experienced that. I mean, I kind of only buy the same platforms: Dagger, Glock, G3C, GX4. You know, so I don't really. I ain't going after the P10s, and I ain't them cool, but I ain't going after the Smith and Wessons 2.0. I ain't going after the, you know, the 100 different Canic models, and they cool, but I'm sticking to what I know. You know what I'm saying? Damn, what else I was thinking about? The grip felt perfect. I wasn't even using no gloves. The grip felt perfect. The handguard actually cooled down pretty quick after shooting this. You know, in rapid fire, it cooled down very quick, honestly. Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, it's aluminum. I believe so, it's aluminum. It's going to be a little warm to touch, but it's going to dissipate that heat real quick. I heard some people saying something about like discoloration. It's called wipe the damn gun off after you done shooting it. Like I kind of seen the barrel getting a little brown. Like right now, I can see a little. You know, that's gunpowder, fam. That's gunpowder. Shout out to OG Eisen in his tactical. You know, that's what I use to clean my AK now. That SC14. Shout out OG Eisen in his tactical for that. I really appreciate that. So, you know, specifically like the, you know, internals, like by the trigger group pretty much, down the barrel. I'm going SC14. And then to lube her back up, gotta go that Lucas. Gotta go Lucas, bro. This is bees knees, bro. This is the easiest way to like clean your gun after shooting it. Like after you done shot it, you really just wipe it off if you done put this on there. I'm gonna keep it real. You just wipe this off. Maximum heat resist, like superior protection, superior performance, like this and this. These might be the only two things you need for sure when you got an AK. But yeah, I'm not seeing no discoloration like people were saying. I don't think people know how to take care of AKs. I'm learning myself, but you gotta oil up an AK. Like you gotta oil these things. Like you gotta keep these things nice and oiled. It's a metal gun. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, they gon' work. They gon' last, but it's a metal gun. You know what I'm saying? Keep it nice and oiled. The action is getting better and better with time. Like I say, the original time that I went and shot it, the ALG trigger, recoil spring, it's too strong. At the moment, it's too strong. I have to lock it back like this, and that's actually what I did to this. I locked it back for a while, and just, you know, a couple of days, you know, I just go through, manipulate it, you know, every now and then, see how easy, you know, the tension is on it. I'm gonna put the ALG back in it, but for now I'm staying OEM. Whenever I do put the ALG in it, I'm gonna leave it locked back for at least like 2 weeks before I even go and shoot it. I replaced the optic that I had on there was the Siley Cat O red dot, single dot, which I don't prefer single dots. You know, it's just my astigmatism. So I went and put the You know, I just swapped optics from the handgun to the rifle. I put that Votatu PMD 505 on there. Red dot, 3-segmented, circle dot reticle. Coming up like a EOTech on there, ain't it? But yeah, circle dot reticle. I mean, bro, that's just what I prefer. Like, my eyes, it pick it up better. Circle dot versus single dot. Yeah, I got astigmatism. It picks it up better. So that's just me. The light feels great on it. Like, I don't have to actually grip my actual foregrip. This is more so like as a, in my opinion, every gun, every rifle, you need some type of uh, vertical or slanted grip. You need some type of grip. Like, I don't care what you saying, cause like I say, you got an FRT on this thing or whatever. You might be a SOT fully auto. You dump a 30 or a 60 or even a 20 out of it. It's gonna be hot, especially if you ain't wearing no gloves. And I was shooting it without gloves just to see how hot it actually get. She was lukewarm, man. She was lukewarm. So I had to grab that angled foregrip, you know, and yeah, it came in pretty much the clutch. Not sure if I'm gonna throw an optic on it still, at least here. I kind of want to get a dog leg, and they really not that expensive, honestly. And the type of optic I'm gonna run, I'm not gonna run like a SIG, like, you know, the traditional like AR-15 style. I'm gonna probably run, you know, the other Votatu that they got. It's a bigger one though, but it's pretty much these, but it's bigger. It's specifically for a rifle. So I'm gonna probably run that. I'm looking for a fiber optic sight, front sight. So if I was to get the rail and the optic sits a little lower, I can kind of co-witness and have me some sort of tritium, you know, high visibility front sight. The safety, still, I love the safety. Love the magazine release. Trigger, no complaints with the trigger. No complaints with the functioning of it, you know, the action. I didn't have any light primer strikes. I only at the moment have cellular and bellet 7.6239 and damn, what's the other one, y'all? I got Bellum. I got Bellum. That was the original brand of ammo. Because man, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, steel case costs more than brass case 7.62x39. So it kind of ain't no point to me in even just trying to specifically source steel case. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at first, that's what I thought was going on with the original time I shot it. I'm like, damn, maybe it's this brass case. It's not really, you know, ejecting the rounds. Because remember, you know what I'm saying? And that was one of the malfunctions I actually had. Was that the one true malfunction? I'm gonna say the true malfunction. Besides that, it was a failure to feed out of one of the metal mags. But the one true malfunction that I had, and I can't even. Damn, did it do it with that? Y'all gonna have to go back and watch the video. But one of the times when I shot it, right, the case didn't fully eject, but it was here. But I was so in the zone just trying to focus on my red dot and the target acquisition. And if you notice, this is the charger handle is kind of wrapped beside the casing. So I didn't really like, it didn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't register to me. But I felt like something was out of place. Because when I shot again, right? And it ejected, of course. But this time, I seen 2 shells eject. So I'm like, hold on, what just happened? Like, did it shoot twice? So when I went back and watched the video, I'm like, yeah, it was one that was here. And I think it did that twice, y'all. It did it twice. Towards I think at the beginning. But that was actually the last time I shot it, I believe. I just inserted it at the beginning when we were shooting the other 7.62s. It did it another time. So those the two malfunctions. They were actually the same malfunction. So I had two failure to, it was a mag. So now I got to go through and vet out the same three mags. That's why I don't like load up all my mags and then just, you know what I'm saying? Because you kind of want to be able to pinpoint, okay, one of the 30 rounds was tripping out of the ones that I traditionally use at the moment, the ones I keep in rotation. So I got to go and vet that. I gotta say, I'm gonna get a CNC Warrior brace. I'm actually gonna get the Texas weapon system. Y'all know I like my parts, bro. That's just me, bro. I'm gonna get the Texas weapon system. I might get a telescopic, y'all, from Arsenal. I believe Arsenal makes the telescopic recoil rod. Now they only have the 2-wire system. You got to loop the wire to like hangers. But I think I'm going to go and get, in probably like 2 months or something, use it a little more just in its mostly stock form besides the Blackjack Power Custom buffer. I think I'm going to go and get that telescopic recoil rod and also Texas weapon system. They have some sort of, I think that comes with the actual system, with the actual rod. It's they call it a button, a release button. That's like the proper name for it. Y'all know I like my parts, man. I buy something, I'm buying extra spare parts. I'm buying them parts, man. It's like a car, bro. In my opinion, especially if you got like a garage or just, a house, extra space. You buy a sports car, in my opinion, bro, go ahead and get some extra tires. Now, some people going to be like, oh, man, tires, they going to rot. No, they got like some type of like thing that they wrap on them. They not going to rot, bro. They make tires and leave them tires in warehouses for 5 years, 10 years probably, bro. It's rubber. You know what I'm saying? They kind of lubricate it or whatever, and they put that little thing on it, and it's there. Whenever you get ready, you know what I'm saying? You like, damn, need to go change my tires, man. Do a burnout on that last set, you know what I'm saying? On the real set, hey, them officially the slicks. But yeah, man, I just like to keep parts, because that's just me, man. I like my parts, man. Bro, I can't really complain about this at all, bro. I can't complain about the Hellpuppy at all, man. Y'all let me know, what AK is. Y'all thinking about getting it, if you're thinking about getting the AK. I ain't shoot it no 1,000 times, and honestly, just at the moment for recreational purpose, I ain't thinking about shooting no damn 1,000. Y'all know how much 7.62 by 39 costs, man? Got your rabbit ass mind, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, y'all. Y'all can do the whole. Man, I just seen a video of a guy talking about shooting a damn Glock 19 50. Who trying to shoot a Glock 19 50,000 times? Who? Why? Why the hell you wasting all that ammo, bro? That's thousands of dollars in ammo. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. If you done shot any gun 50,000 times, and at this point in life, you ain't got 250,000 rounds and whatever, variation from 9.556, 7.62, 3, whatever, 22, whatever. If you ain't got 250,000 rounds, you done shot 50,000 rounds, bro, you going backwards, bro. You need to send something my way, because I need an ammo sponsor. I'm trying to go install the Co&O, whatever it is, trigger, and I'm trying to be like So Icy Tyson. Shout out to So Icy Tyson. Bro be really burning down. Like, bro really one of them ones. Like, bro one of none. Real talk. Shout out to So Icy Tyson. Y'all go get that bro on Instagram and YouTube. Blake 9, T-Glitz, all them boys, you know, they be dropping them triggers in them AK. Shout out to J Major. Bro doing great things, man, for the urban firearm community, really just the firearm community. I had missed that range day. Regret missing that. Now I feel like I need to try and make my way up to Georgia, but man, sooner than later, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my time to, you know, hang out with the guys and, you know, shoot them toys. But yeah, man, this is another weird thing. Y'all see how my finger behind the trigger? Originally, before the second range trip, I noticed that, you know, I'll try to do like the you know, the trigger reset or whatever, right? Just, you know, just testing out the trigger. Very light trigger. Very, damn, that reset. It's like by the time you reset, it's like you just wanna, damn, that thing's soft, y'all. Like, you gotta really like it. The way this feel, I'm gonna tell somebody like release it all the way, cause if like it's a real buttery soft trigger. So I'm not switching that out. I'm not really changing nothing on my stick, man. Like I said, I'm gonna get the telescopic recoil spring. I got a break in that ALG spring. That's my the telescopic rod. I got a break in the ALG recoil spring. I might do that little thing that y'all be doing with the extra Picatinny space right here. Whenever you know what I'm saying, with the leaf spring and all that, you take that off, and I might just do that and then move that back. Who knows? But I do like having access to be able to take off my dust cover and service it if anything is malfunctioning. But yeah, bro, everything is just feeling better. Everything feeling better though. It's a little stiff, but I like that though. I like that. That's why I really had liked the ALG, because it's the ALG just make it feel more stiff, more firm, more solid. Just, I don't know, it's something about that ALG. It just make that AK for me feel a little more rigid. You know what I'm saying? Even more than what it already is. But yeah, man, y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what AK you going with for your first AK. In my opinion, the Pioneer Arms Hellpuppy Pro Edition. Any of the pros, the Hellpup Pros. Hands down, best value. I ain't shoot it no 1,000 times. I ain't do a Clayco 47 burn down. Shout out my dog H-Town Werewolf. They actually, well, I don't even know if they broke the 5.56, but it did some weird stuff. It did like some gouging in the actual receiver somewhere, like along the line of the damn bolt. I don't know. It did some weird stuff, but that mug still working. You feel me? And that's the 5.56. That's what I hope they make. Pioneer Arms, bro. If y'all watching this thing, I know y'all have. They restructured themselves. I'm not gonna say they went out of business, because a lot of people still actually running with that. I just seen Michiko drop a video. Well, it was a couple months ago, probably. But he was like, they out of business. I'm like, no, they not. They, you know, they restructured their, specifically, I'm gonna say their American headquarters out of Port Orange near Daytona, or PAC, Pioneer Arms USA. But that's probably good, bro. Like a lot of like Shadow Systems. Shit, Shadow Systems need to go out of business till they can figure out how to make a damn Glock 19 run like a Glock 19, because that bullshit they got, it's $1,000 and you gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna die. Like, before you get that Shadow System, you might want to go get you one of these, brother. You might want to go get you one of these, brother. GX4 Carry, Toro, you know what I'm saying? RMSC, which is weird. A lot of companies are kind of going to the RMSC footprint. And I don't blame them. I kind of like the smaller footprint now. But yeah, man. Y'all let me know, man. Pioneer is still a no. It's a yes. I don't know. It really don't matter to me. But I'm just giving you, some insight and an option and just some knowledge on my experience. I'm gonna keep hitting the range. 7.62 by 39 is expensive. It is 50 cents a round. So I don't know if y'all pass, basic math, but do the math and you let me know how much that is, and just that. Like that's kind of why I do like sticking to 5.56 because it's still more affordable at the moment. Like you can still kind of get like 5.56 for like 30 cents or something like that. You probably can get it cheaper. I don't know. Cause shit, at the moment, 9mm, like what, y'all? Per round, 9mm is like 25 cents a round. So 5.56 is at least 10 cents more. And 7.62 by 39 is like 25 cents more than 9mm. So, it's just on what you want to do, 300 blackout is still expensive too, you know what I'm saying? So it's what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, would I say 300 is better than 7.62 by 39? I don't know. Well, it might be because you can suppress it easier, it's less stuff you got to do to an AR versus if I wanted to suppress this, I got to get specific, like 2 to 3 different branded suppressors versus AR-15 is pretty much, hub devices and direct threaded and whatever, Just get your 30 cal can and you good. It's just on preference though, man. Preferably me, I'm glad I bought this Pioneer Arms Hellpuppy. I should have kind of waited, but they was going out of stock too fast. I should have just waited and got the actual pro one that comes with this, and I ain't have to buy it off what's their name, CNC Warrior, because that's who actually make this, CNC Warrior. But yeah, man, there is no complaints at the moment. No gripes. It's pretty much the perfect AK to me, man. Like, I don't know what else y'all really looking for, man. Y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know. Y'all post y'all AKs, man. Let me get a range video or two. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real with me. Don't just tell me, oh, I don't have no problems. Show me you don't have no problems. You know what I'm saying? Because I can tell y'all anything, but that's the difference between me and a lot of other guys. They might upload 2-minute range video. Nah, I'm uploading 30-minute range video, hour-long range video. I want you to see my stuff works. That's why I don't go back and forth, you know what I'm saying, trying to, validate myself or, just go back and forth and try to convince somebody. Nah, I know my stuff works. It's like God. You don't argue with people about the existence of God. It is what it is. It ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to argue with. So yeah, man, y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know, man, how y'all liking y'all AK. Shout out my dog, Canic Coach. That boy swear by them AKs. And I don't blame you, bro. I love it, bro. It's just the ammo too expensive. The weight, it's heavy. It's it's heavy. It's a little heavy. That's why we work out though. But man, it's Just Kid Tay on another episode, Just Kid TV. Make sure y'all hit the like, share, subscribe button, post bell notification. Get in the comments, man. Shout out to my dog 762 Mike. It's chopper season. It's chopper chili today, And thank God I ain't have to use my AK, man. We out.